Hello, hello, hello. So, we are here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're looking at Billyro's Ultimate Weapons Collection. This was ported by OwwThatSmarts and looks like it was, let's see, let's read the words here. This mod contains several more of Billyro's weapon mods merged into one mod for a total of 32 weapons. I've also edited all the weapons to make them fully craftable for the lazy amongst us, and that would be me, as well as OwwThatSmarts says that would be me, so that's both of us at least. Pardon me, having some coffee. Anyway, for the lazy amongst us who don't like hunting things down, some of them can still be found hidden in the world, but are now also craftable for us lazy folks. So the weapons included, and they give a list here of the weapons included, and these sound really cool. And let's see, pardon me just a moment, I don't know what this is about. Sorry about that. Suddenly had to cough. Did not want to cough directly into the microphone. So anyway, this looks like a goodly amount of stuff, and then they give us the Nexus links. And they give credit to Billyro, who seems to be a very good weapon modder. So we should be in for a pretty good treat here. I'm on Crom, who we haven't seen for a while, but I thought he would be good to make some weapons for us and help us find where these weapons are. They're probably going to be under stuff like iron and steel, I would imagine, but I'll try to be patient and see in case they put them somewhere else. Here we go. So here we've got some under steel. Let's go ahead and just make these. That sounds good. All of these look pretty interesting. Even just seeing the picture here, I mean, it gives you an idea of what you're in for. These look very nice. This could be a super weapon mod right here. Yeah, these look pretty nice. I like a good weapon mod, I can't help it. So, let's see, that's from other stuff. Now here we go, there's some good swords. Oh, look at that. That's all decorative. Ooh. Those look really nice. We're going to have some stuff to look through here, so you'll have to bear with me as I try some of these out and look at them. Interesting. Total of 32 or not. So let's continue and just look just a little further and make sure we've gotten everything. It could be that they're all under steel. They didn't really say in the mod description where to find the weapons. They just said they added them. It looks odd they were not all under steel. Here is some orchestra things. This is why I like to check everything out. Oh, and there's the Assassin's Dagger under Ebony. Oh, nice, okay. These are some nice looking weapons. I haven't even gotten out of the crafting area yet, but I wanted you to see where to find them. You do have to look. They're not all under steel, though most of them were. To be fair, most of them were, and I imagine we're probably not going to find a lot more. Just double check in a few places to be safe. Normally you won't find anything in these areas. That's from a different mod. Alright, so we can check here. Oh, I'm sorry, I think I just hit the mic. Sorry about that. I don't know what's up with my nose is driving me crazy. It's itching and stuff. Anyway, we found some interesting. There are more swords to be found. Let's see if there's anything else. The rest of this looks new. But I still want to look since they put something in. There could be something else here. So far, I'm not seeing anything else. I mean, if we missed one or two things, it probably wouldn't be the worst in the world. Because there's a lot of good stuff to look at. Okay, looks like that's all. Alright, so it's all weapons. Going to be all weapons all the time in this mod. So let's get a look at this. I think what he's wearing will not get in the way. We might remove the arrows just to get the screen a little less busy. Okay? Alright. So let's just start with the weapons. Have him draw that for us. Let's see. Gotta check our powers here. Alright. Okay, that's a nice looking sword. Maybe we'd be better off to throw them down, but I just thought it would be better to see it in hand. We can also do, can we do first person? I just did free camera, so I don't know if I can do first person while I'm doing free camera. So, let's just take a look at it like this for the moment. If he does the two-handed, that looks nice. That's a very nice looking weapon. I mean, really, zooming in on them really doesn't do much for you unless because you're never going to play that zoomed in. That's a nice, is that supposed to be a dagger? It looks like it is. Looks like a little short sword to me, but okay. Those look nice, okay. Smaller swords are picking up kind of a blue hue. I don't think that's an awful thing. It's just that's what they're doing. This is the Arthurian dark sword, which is just a two-handed sword. I didn't see a one-handed version, but that's not necessarily awful. Nice, okay. Just trying to give you an idea of what they all look like, kind of like we would do if it was armor, but this is going to be weapons. I like this weapon mod. This is nice. I don't know what this dagger is going to look like. Now that's what I think of as a dagger, even though it's pretty big too for a knife, but still. Let's look at the great sword. Oh, wow, that looks nice. Yep, and then the one-handed variant. We'll try to get a quick look at these in first person too, but I just wanted to show you this. I think this is one of the better ways to see a weapon rather than it hanging off their hip. That looks cool. I don't know how practical that is, but it looks cool. It's really a long weapon too, my goodness. Okay, this one has more of the axe animation. They said there were two versions, and one has more of, like this one I think has the sword animations, and then this one has has more of the battle axe animation, which they seem to think was more realistic. These all look very nice, though. Whether you're looking for two-handed or one-handed or even daggers, look at that. That's a nice dagger. I think these are all looking good. Now you notice this one, like some of the others, it has kind of a gray-blue tint to it. I don't think that's lighting. I think that's really just the way it looks. I don't see a problem with that. It's just, it could be the shadows, though. You know what? Maybe what we'll do, let's toggle that off for a minute. Let's have him stand somewhere else. We'll see if it's just a lighting issue. I don't think so. I think that's the way it looks. Yeah, that's just the way it looks. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just noting it. It has a different appearance, and not all of them have that. Some of them definitely have the shiny, silvery look, but some have this darker gray-blue look. Maybe it's more of a gray look. Some of that may have been lighting. Now I don't like the lighting he's in. I know, sorry about that. Let's turn him back this way. So I think this lighting is better. See? I think it is a shadow. I think the sword is actually a good silver or steel color. I think it's just lighting and shadow that makes it look kind of gray-blue sometimes. And you got to remember his armor has some of that blue on it, and I think it's picking that up. Alright, so let's continue on. Yep, that looks pretty cool. These weapons all look very nice. The knightly mace, that looks nice. Oh, cool. That's a slimmer sword, but a good one. I like that. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I mean, you have to like I mean, you don't have to like them, but I mean, I kind of gotta like these swords. They're pretty cool. My type of thing, I believe. So this one should be, yeah, that's got a nice design and decoration and everything. And when the light hits it right, it looks golden. So that's excellent. And there is a two-handed version, so if you really like that look, you can you can do that in a two-handed fashion. Pardon me, sorry. I'm getting froggy for some reason. There's the hatchet or the axe. That looks nice. And then there's a big two-handed version, which is cool. Let me get something to drink here. Hold on. Alright, hopefully that'll be better. But yeah, that looks really, that's a nice looking axe too. Let's try the sunbeam. Oh, okay. It's really a golden looking sword. That could be cool. And you do get the two-handed version. Super. That's very nice. And you get, what is this? Oh, okay, that's another version of a one-handed sword. Very cool. That's the two-handed version. Again, these are all nice. Okay, this was the orc one. This was the one we made under orc, and it's green. It definitely has a cool style to it, though. That would go with an orc, don't you think? And look at that. That looks big and vicious, and that would go with an orc, you know. You could also use that with glass, though, and it would probably look pretty good with that, too. Very interesting. Alright, so, I don't know, I think that pretty much shows how all of these look. Let's toggle back, though. Now let's go to a first-person view and just kind of give you an idea of what you'll see in first person. You'll see something like that. So I think you get the idea. They all look pretty good. And some of the darker ones really are a little darker. You can see it here. It's kind of a darker gray. Though it still has a good shine to it. It still looks like a good metal sword. Maybe I'll flip through these a little faster, because I don't know if you want to see every little, you know, thing like this. But these look really, really nice. That detail. It looks really good. And I don't know if you need to zoom in anymore to see further detail, because you're only going to see so much detail while you're playing. You're not going to see the super up close detail. This is what you're going to see. You can either see this or this. Which, I guess if you play first person, you're going to get a better view of it. But you'll still know you have it even playing third person. You just won't be able to see it as much. You can take the shield away and see it a little better. But I don't know. I don't know if that matters that much. So all these weapons look really nice. Wow, that's a nice shiny one too. And they have a certain feel to them, look and feel. They look pretty realistic. And there have been swords that have things like that. And then this mace, I mean, it looks like a good solid old mace with a wooden, you know, a wooden stick with a big metal cudgel at the end, you know, kind of the blunt object idea. I think that's great. And that sword, look at that. Look at the, do you see the detail on that? I hope that shows in the video. If you look at the above the hilt, if you look at the crossbar and the little Imperial Dragon sign, wow, okay, they really put some good detail into that. I hope that shows in the video. Maybe this one I will drop and we'll look at it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is worth seeing. I'm just going to drop it. Just bear with me. Alright, let's put his hands down. Now we're going to zoom in on this one, and then we're going to call it good, because this will show you. You'll have to look at some of these and see what you think. But let's do our field of view. What do you think? 20? 20 should be good. See, that's what I'm talking about. You see the hilt, and then the, I forget what you call it, the crossbar or whatever. And you see the little dragon insignia and all the little detail that runs all the way up the blade here. Very nice. That looks really, really good. And that's nice. That's a nice little touch, and you'll see that when you're using it in first person. Now you won't see it. Oh, sorry, wrong button. You won't see it the rest of the time, but that's very cool. So there's some really good detail on some of these. Just so you know. Okay. So that was really a nice one to look at. See, you can see it at the bottom of your screen, the little Imperial insignia. So that was worth it. And let's see if this has any. This does not have any special stuff like that, but it looks like an especially vicious dagger. It does. Let's see. Let's get past those. Those are big. Let's look at. I want you to see this short sword in first person. Oh, that's nice. It's got some good detail too. All right, so really nice. That looks. Oh, that looks good. I might be just easily impressed, but I'll tell you, this is a good-looking weapon mod. Wow, I may have to check this out in my other playthrough. Now this is going to be a two-handed one, but it's supposed to be like a dark Arthurian sword, and I know I'm going back through these, and I said I probably wouldn't do this, but I am. I'm going back through more of these. I'm just going to finish it up so you can see them in first person and get an idea of what they look like. I think they're super nice. Even the Assassin's Dagger, which looks more like a short sword to me, but that's nice. That looks really good, and I hit the wrong button. I don't even know where I was going. Alright, final one. Looks really good too. Really got a good shine to it. Alright. Alright, so that has been Crom's little weapon show here. Let's go back to the mod. Those are really, that's a nice weapon mod. I hope I didn't take too long and split this into two videos, because this is really good, and I think it's worth seeing the whole thing, so hopefully I didn't take too long. But this is Billyro's Ultimate Weapons Collection. It's some mods merged into one. There's about 32 different weapons here. They're all really nice. This is definitely worth checking out if you're into all the swords like that, one-handed and two-handed. It did really only have one mace, and didn't have much of anything else, and maybe one axe, but still very nice. Very, very nice. Really looked good. So if you're interested, definitely pick that one up. That one looks really nice, and I don't think you'll regret having that in your game at all. So alright, this has been Billyro's Ultimate Weapons Collection. A little under 63 megabytes, so not even that big, and you do get some good variety, some good swords. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.